What's going on? So it is Monday. It is afternoon. Literally afternoon. It's about 12:02, 12:03. And this is an update for Star Wars Endgame 4.2. Stupid dust. So this morning I worked on 4.2 for a startling 6 hours and 10 fucking minutes. Pretty amazing. I didn't expect that, but I'm glad I'm doing long writing sessions again. Because, I don't know, it's just weird, like, everything just flowed so well this morning, and I was proud of that. I worked from 33 to 5:43 this morning. Last night into this morning. It was nice. I'm up to 64 pages typed with 27,308 words. Almost close to 30,000. Damn. So what did I work on this morning? Well, in this writing session, I got Hauser's flashback completed. Captain Crow talking to Vanessa's comatose form, and Tyra talking with Vanessa. Now, these three events are very unique because Hauser turned down corporal rank, but she wanted the pay raise. Instead, she wanted to retain her sergeant's rank. So that was different. And who was it? Yeah, Commander Blade said he'd consider it. What else was there? With Crow, that was an interesting dynamic for me because Crow is actually a clone of Vanessa, but no force powers. She's literally the swift scythe combatant form of her, but no force power or political ambition whatsoever. It was fun doing that because going into her mindset, being a clone and shit was really something to really. It was a different, pace for me. It was a change of pace because I'd never done that before. So that was a lot of fun to really, slide into and just run with it. Everything, it flowed so damn good. I was loving this. I had so much fun. And then I actually had to take a break because I had to really, well, not a small break, but more just like standing in my window thinking how to formulate formulate the story as I was going ahead, especially what I was working on. So Tyra and Vanessa, that was interesting because I almost fucked it up. I started to write Coruscant Medical Ward. I was like, wait a minute, they're still on Meb, right? So I had to go back to the beginning of Endgame, and yeah, they're still on Meb. Then I was jumping back and forth between beginning of Endgame and Redemption of the Phoenix because I had to check out plot points that I had put in the story beforehand and forgot about. Because once I finish a story, I don't really bother to go back and really write down the plot points that were important. I'm just like, oh, I need to check this out and I'll remember it. So I went back. Oh, sleepy. I wasn't supposed to get up for like another half hour. But no, my body decided to wake up early. I'm like, that's cute. Pain in my ass. So, oh, my back. What else? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the Tyra Vanessa interaction, that just came out of nowhere. I mean, it really did come out of nowhere, but at the same time, it flowed magically. It just appeared. And I was like, damn, this is really good shit. And it also helped me build up dialogue, long awaited dialogue between the two of them, between mother and daughter. And also go into Vanessa's mindset as well, because this is now I'm still working in the past. So, I mentioned this before, I'm jumping, back and forth in time with this with Endgame. You know, I'm going back to, you know, hours after the Battle of Dennabar to months after Dennabar to 7 years after the Battle of Dennabar. So I'll be doing a lot of time jumping and labeling appropriately so you don't get confused. Um, what else? That whole interaction was a lot of fun because one, Vanessa is now, where am I at? I'm in the second month, the beginning of the second month of her getting physical therapy because she's 25% recovered. She had a brain bleed and swelling, and she also had blood clots in her legs from an infection or some shit. I forget. I have to clarify that. Um, Plus, she was mortally wounded, so, you know, and her body was beat to fuck. So she had a lot of surgery to go through and a lot of downtime to where she was, you know, laid up for so long. And because she was in a coma for 2 months. And 16 hours, yeah, they actually had to cut her scalp off, top of her head off, and relieve pressure from her brain for 8 hours. And then they decided to do, uh, uh, they worked on the more critical surgeries, and the non-critical ones were put to the side just in an effort to save her life and whatnot. So one of the ones they did was her legs because she had blood clots. And they worked on both her legs, put them both in cast, which, you know, normally you do one at a time, but with this, since she was laid up and in a coma, they decided to do both to save time. So yeah, it was a trip. Like, she went through so much after that battle. And then, you know, fast forward, you know, it's about 3 months later, and she's, you know, able to move, able to eat, and she still gets back the treatments and whatnot because her body's still healing. Uh, let's see, her hair is growing back slowly. I gotta add that in because she had to have her head shaved. Sad, but you know, it sucks. Um, what else was there? Something else. Oh yeah, the combo between the two of them. It was a thing of them interacting and catching up, and then Tyra revealing to her about who her father was in Raven and why, you know, she kept that a secret from her. And that, you know, it's like it's the last like batch of secrets to be revealed and stuff. So Vanessa handled it pretty well and whatnot. And she looked at it from a retrospective, introspective angle with it versus how Lucius handled finding out that Tyra and Trent were his parents. He had a panic attack and, you know, was catatonic for a little bit. She looked at it from a different standpoint, which was a lot more fun to look through and such. I like that, being able to switch into a different looking glass when I do my work. And then more backstory on Bayvox was revealed, which was a lot of fun. That just all this shit just flowed out of me, and it's funny. I took one of the stories that my ex friend, told me about fucking her cousin. I threw that in there. That was fun. I was like, that's nice. It just like everything just flowed together. But why did I throw that in there and make it Tyra and her brother? Well, the one thing that made Bayvox clan so powerful was the lust factor itself. It was a powerful attractor for everybody because not just with sex, but also with power and leadership and, Trent's infectious charisma and Raven's conquesting ambition as well. And then you throw in everybody else, and that was part of the clan, which I still haven't really worked on because I don't really have any interest to work on them yet. Nothing's clicking yet for them. But oh man, that whole dialogue. Whew. Yeah, all that dialogue, that was a lot of goddamn fun. I'm anxious to get back into it because I want to finish it up and try to get 4.2 done. That way I can post it. Um, so yeah, that was a lot of fun to work on this morning. Like that really just, that really charged me. And then when I stopped writing at 5:43, I wasn't even tired. I wasn't like drained like I usually was before. Because when I did these before with these long sessions, I was like, ugh. And I think that it was attributed to the fact that I didn't discover dark mode back then. Now that I have dark mode, I think that it's a lot less intense on my eyes, so it's like, I can take a break and be like, it feels good. And then, like, I think 10 minutes later, I started getting tired, so I was like, no, I need to get some sleep. So, yeah, that's what I got. I had a lot of fun with this shit. Like, this story is really taking off. But it's one of those meticulously detailed, intricate, complex stories because there's so much to work on yet. I'm not even. Like I said before, I'm using the Starhawk construction as an analogy and visual for you. I would say I've got the blueprints laid out for the story. That's easy. I've only just begun finding the materials for it. So yeah, I have a long ass road ahead of me. This is probably going to be one of those 1 to 2 year deals where I work on it. So it's probably going to be off before I finish the fucking thing. So yeah, fun, but it'll be worth it though because at least I have the excerpts done, which saves me a lot of fucking time. So yay. So that's good. Yeah. Oh fuck. So I'm gonna get off here, upload this, wake up some more, and I'll be back with another video. Stay tuned.